big bottles of booze.
1 bottle of booze.
Yay!
Hi guys, what's going on?
Hello, love.
Hello. We're cut in a really weird way. Why do we look like that? Why is the room the wrong size? What is this? Nonsense. I'm a professional.
I like it. Do I have
That's
no
better.
say?
I like it.
I fixed it enough. What's going on, everybody? How are you? Welcome to Debate Hub and Rum and Coke Night, where we're very unofficial and we just vibe. I'm gonna go put my booze in my booze.
I also realize I don't actually have booze with me, which is probably going to be a problem.
I should read
Oh,
some my
no.
booze too. In an aggressive manner.
Either way.
Like that.
Oh yeah. The quartering had a fucking meltdown.
Oh,
I mean, I
My
feel like that's
spirit
every day.
Burger?
Huh? Sorry?
My spirit burger. Because I look so much like him. Or at least I did.
quarter pounder burger.
Yeah.
Oh, the quarter pounder.
When I had a beard, I was a lot heavier, and I swear one of the reasons I stopped having a beard was because I looked like the quarter pounder.
And suddenly my drink looked way better.
There we go.
Blue
So, like,
freezy incoming. Let's
Yeah,
go.
as I was saying that no, this time it was like he has been having several drunken meltdowns live on stream, and it's awesome. Like people who cover him are having fun with it because
I haven't covered him
are.
in forever. Do you know if Jeff has covered him?
No,
Like
I
Jeff Holiday, did he come back to cover him some more?
I don't think he has, but then again, I haven't been watching him aggressively on Wingnuts. Every time I pop in, he's always going after a nobody who's just funny to laugh at.
Oh
I
yeah,
haven't
fair.
seen him just go after somebody with a big.
I should use Jeff's content to pick up new people to pick on.
I used to do that on Bearded Ramblings all the time.
So apparently what happened was a couple of there's a channel called Kino Casino. I think so they're mainly Twitch streamers or Kick streamers, and they made fun of him, and they made fun of him in a way. They were like, oh, he has someone in his house and he's a swinger. They didn't
Oh, that's
like
not
it.
how they said it. That's not how they
Yeah,
said
I
it
know.
at all.
I'm being very, very mild about this.
Why? It's
Obviously.
ordering. Fuck that guy.
Well, basically, they were saying that there's someone in their house was
Someone likes to watch.
was
Let's put it like that.
pleasing their
Someone's
Yeah,
a
the quartering is
cuck.
a cuck.
He
Yeah,
was,
the quartering is a
Yeah.
cuck.
he was being a cuck. So, in short, okay, cool. Okay, we can go to that level of okay.
Hi, welcome to
Right.
Rum and
No,
Coke
not
Night.
petty. That's just accurate descriptions of what's going on. That's not
He is
petty.
a literal cuckold. He fulfills every criteria.
And he got so mad, he reported their clip channel for I think so privacy violations or something like that, and the channel got yeeted. And everybody's like, bro, you were the one who was talking about freedom of speech, and here you are like stopping people from using their freedom of speech. What the fuck happened there? And since then he has been having a fucking meltdown because everybody's like, you're full of shit, bro.
Yeah.
And apparently Brittany Venti covered him, and she's still covering him. She's actually live right now. But when she covered him, she found out he made some weird comment. Like people don't know whether he was drunk or not, but about a 15-year-old, and he told
that doesn't
people to
surprise
go
me at all.
to 15 years old Twitter profile and tell that 15-year-old how unsexual she is.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck?
I am not a little bit surprised, even a little bit at all.
So Prixie
I'm
Purple in the chat says, don't kink shame. So here's the thing, right? It's not that it's
not
the
a
kink
kink
that's shameful. It's that
No.
he is the kind of guy who
Hypocrisy.
will kink shame other people. Yeah, exactly. He will kink shame you if that's your fetish
Yes.
or your kink.
Yeah.
But
He's a hypocrite.
yeah,
That's that.
apparently
the
what he's into too, or also possibly maybe his
Like
wife
a
is
lot
just
of
so not into him it
conservatives
doesn't matter.
who claim that they don't like A are aggressively into B, as
Yeah.
in them being watching.
Every
as they fuck,
accusation
if someone
is
fucks
a
them.
yeah.
Oh, And also, there was a whole Jewish angle to it, if I do recall. There
Oh
was
my
like,
Yeah,
God,
he's,
what?
that person is apparently Jewish. We don't know whether they are not.
I
It's
don't
not-
have a Jewish bull. I remember him saying that.
Oh, pfft.
That is quite the line.
Ain't it just?
Wow.
Why would you say that unprompted?
Right?
There
Ay,
are
ay,
certain
ay.
That's
phrases
why
that
people are
even if
ripping
they're
them
true,
apart.
you could not get me to say for
I,
like anything. And
Yeah, you couldn't
That's one of them.
waterboard that out of me is I think one of my favorite ways to put that.
Right?
I mean, Dapper says that, and we've got him to say some really weird things through super chats. But
That's true.
there is
You-
there is a line.
Mm. On the
Also,
other hand,
hello all, my computer
Hi.
hates me and took forever to restart.
I got a
We
glass
believed
for this
in
stuff.
you.
I bought something special because I suddenly came into
Ooh.
a large more sum of money than I expected, but not as much as to like be bringing out like a 30
Low energy Vince
bottle
is
of
rich.
stock. For tonight.
confirmed.
He's rich.
For tonight, I most of it's already spent and given to someone who in need. But I'll be back in a second.
In this one day. I like how we're starting off this stream. So sometimes like I bring topics or I bring questions to sort of like get things rolling. I also want to point out that I like that Lev's background looks like the filter you would put on top of Mexico. If you were to like put that over as an overlay and then make it a little bit see-through, that's what you would get.
Remember,
like-
the Mexico filter and the Arizona filter are very slightly different.
Are they? Are
Yes,
they?
one is sepia and one is more orange.
Oh.
Oh.
I mean, Tesh, if you want random questions, I do have the ultimate RPG campfire deck.
Well, I was saying that usually I bring something, but I didn't even have to today because Monty's got all the tea.
Yeah, I
Thanks,
started off
Manya.
with the tea.
Happy?
I have a
Have,
martini.
have we started yet? Or are we
Yeah.
just,
Yeah, we've been live for a while.
What do you mean?
Did
Did you not know?
I'll be back.
Hello,
I thought
hello,
this was a
internet.
very stream, yeah. Anyway, so what did people think about the Artemis moon mission?
Yeah. I know you've got like a little bit more details than I think the rest of us have. Manya just ran away that she's been watching it, but I know Landon's been doing
I
it.
have a coworker that has been watching it like religiously. He's so excited about it, and he's like, "Oh, they're great!" But he's not like the crazy MAGA Trumpy guy, but he listens to a lot of them, so he gets some of that take on it, and it's like, "Oh yeah."
Weird.
I'm not sure how they're making this woke apparently and bad, but apparently they are. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
so he doesn't believe that they are making it, but because the party told him that it's automatically woke and bad.
No, he isn't that kind of guy, but he listens to that kind of guy. So he
But it
comes to
sounds
me, it's like,
he wants to believe it.
no, he doesn't. He wants to be like, he's one of those, if you're not Republican, then you're bad. But I don't currently like the current party. I think they're bad. How do I square this hole?
Oh, you
So,
can.
yeah, you can't.
So anyway, ignoring silliness, I would say I've been very impressed with the caliber of the astronauts that went on the mission. I think their professionalism, their the matter of articulation, and their humanness was really outstanding. I mean, growing up in the sort of Apollo era, the astronauts were sort of pushed as sort of a space race folks, and it wasn't until the very last moon mission that they even bothered sending someone with a scientific background to the surface of the moon. And it was a pleasure to see astronauts that were articulate, that were had a pretty good grounding in science, who understood lunar geography, right, and could but also the way they expressed themselves and the way they carried themselves, I think was marvelous to see. Really professional folks. I also like the fact that the whole international flavor of the whole mission, I mean, not just having Canadian astronaut on board, the Canadian Space Agency being an important part, but also Europe had a big part in it. and then of course the science thing. This is the first time that with people that there was actually a science director in a particular science evaluation room, not simply just handling the telemetry and all the important stuff about rocketry. Science was up there, and then they spent a significant amount of time on the mission gathering scientific information, which is going to be very valuable for future missions. We saw what happens when you put eyes on something, not simply robotic cameras, but eyes that were just really great at evaluating things.
It sounds like you're telling me that not doing SpaceX through a private psychopath or sociopath or whatever problematic child that guy is better when it's publicly funded and available for everybody.
These folks are orders of magnitude more capable than SpaceX. SpaceX can't even do Yuri Gagarin, right? They can't even do early 1960 tech, right? We're talking about people that have gone well beyond the NASA of the 1960s and modernized it again.
Well, of course they can't do 60s tech. You've seen who runs it. He prefers the 30s and the 40s.
Yeah, well, that's true. And so yeah, go ahead.
Linda, I have a question. So, I know that originally the plan was that the Artemis lander was going to be Starship, which always struck me as an insanely stupid thing, even when the timeline didn't seem completely impossible from the standpoint of SpaceX getting a crew-rated Starship, right? But at this point, I don't think anyone thinks that Starship is going to be ready in time for Artemis 3. That's just not a thing that's going to happen.
Oh no.
So what lander technology is supposed to be going?
So one thing in particular that's important to know is that the proposed first return to the moon on the surface is at Artemis 4.
Okay, I'm sorry. So Artemis 4.
No. But this is directly to your. I wasn't just trying to correct this. This is directly to your point, Dapper. So Artemis 3 is going to be practicing space docking and other space maneuvers with massive leads that they need to do. Artemis 4 is going to be pushed beyond 2029, probably next 2030.
And when Landon says space docking, he's not talking about two penises. He's talking about a ship in space.
Yeah.
Hey, if they want to practice that kind of space docking too, let them.
I'm not saying they can't do it. I'm just saying that's not what Landon is referring to right now.
Okay.
And now NASA's talking about the fact that they have multiple vendors that are competing for the what's called the space elevator. The going from Artemis orbiting the moon down to the surface and back up. That space elevator thing is the thing, and there's multiple vendors now competing for that.
Didn't you tell me one sort of stream that Landon that it's impossible for us with the materials we have to make a space elevator?
Okay, I'm talking about the space elevators and going from hither to yon, right?
They're also like comets and meteor showers that happen on Earth regularly. So finding a spot doesn't.
Yeah, space elevator is not just the thing that is there. Rockets that take you to orbital.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We're not talking about the structure there. We're talking about the.
You're not talking about a big cord on the ground that'll take us up to the.
There's about to go from orbit around the moon to the surface and back. That elevator is what is necessary. Now, with the current administration, if to try to investigate whether or not SpaceX is fit for purpose would be a political process, and NASA having pushed it to Artemis 4 allows it to happen. Remember, what happened was that we got an interim NASA administrator, not even one of the appointed ones, and this lady overrode the NASA engineering objection. They had a whole objection to SpaceX, and the phrase is not fit for purpose, which means it's a dumb design that doesn't work, right? But she overrode the NASA engineering report and said, I'm personally going to say that we're going to use SpaceX for this thing. And 2 weeks later, after issuing the report and giving them the contract, she went to work for SpaceX. Now,
Oh,
to come
wow.
back, for NASA to
Wait,
come
are
back
you
and say,
are-
good.
are you implying that anything with our current administration is corrupt? Because no shit.
Well, and so now, how does NASA get out of this, right? And one of the ways, if you just simply said we're going to fire them, then you have a political storm. Then Space Karen would just give the Agent Orange his a gold trinket, and he'd be all happy again, right? So what NASA is doing is saying we need to do more on Artemis 3 for preparation, and certainly the lessons they learned from Artemis 2, pushing Artemis 4 beyond the end of the current administration and allowing a reevaluation of the other potential contractors. Remember, SpaceX has not met their first milestone. They were supposed to be able to, with that Starship design, orbit the Earth. That milestone was supposed to be 2018. They haven't even met that. And currently, what Space Karen is telling us is that his Starship design, with his pet sci-fi rocket fins, there's no air in space, so having rocket fins is a stupid thing going in space. But
Yeah, but it looks cool, Landon.
yeah, and in fact, he said to me that that he saw that design in his and comic books as a kid, and he wants that in his rocket. That's why it's there.
It's the
They're
same
trying to
reason.
figure out how
Such a loser.
I mean,
The same reason he
so-
wants the bullet train is because he saw the old concept arts from the 1920s.
yeah, that's
Or
that's his
Maglev.
shtick.
By the way,
So-
anyone who still supports Maglev can go fuck off.
So
It's useless.
so how does NASA get out of this? Well, one of the ways that NASA tries to maintain their funding is to spread their programs throughout congressional districts and important senatorial districts, and that's what's happening. And trying to open it up to other programs and pushing it off beyond the current administration. Now, here's the big thing. Even though Agent Orange was all happy and talking with the astronauts, his current budget that he is proposing has a 55% cut in NASA science and NASA missions. So while that guy is all wanting to get the autographs of the Artemis crew, he is proposing a 55% cut in NASA because he says he says the only purpose now of the government is for war. Mr. Peace President, Mr. I solve.
And it's doing a shit job of that too.
But
Yeah,
but
I yeah, go ahead.
I heard there's an unredacted copy of the pedophiles on the moon, so we better go get those. That
That is
could
very
work.
important.
So yeah, there's PDF files on the moon, obviously.
Woke moon cheese. We have to resolve that.
So
You
what
guys
we're
better not be messing with my mine up there.
trying to do is to create
all these
right?
pink-haired
They don't have the
goblins mining
political-
cheese, illegal miners.
They don't have the political will right now in Congress, but in the case of like the session where the Artemis astronauts came back to Houston and had a big conference, they very explicitly brought senators and important Congress members in key staffs there in the room. Right? They understand how politics is done, and they're counting on Congress and the public saying, "Yeah, we like what NASA's doing. Let's do some more," to try to stop the thing, because a 55% cut in NASA would essentially kill the program. There would be no way that they could do this. So we're hoping that Congress will, like they did last time, say, no, we're not going to cut NASA. We're going to go forward. That being said, Artemis 4 allows them to have other space companies bid for that process. And also it means that the docking design that they're doing is they're putting out specification, not as this, here's how we connect to SpaceX, but here's how vendors will connect to us. And then we'll practice docking on those things. They don't have to actually even have the vendor module. They can have a dummy module connect and practice the maneuvering to connect. But again, NASA understands that you have to play the long term, you have to play the games throughout the set. Similarly, in Canada, right? They recognize that Canada is a very important part of the program, and Canada's budget also is impacted. So they're trying to make sure that Canadian Parliament is supportive of the Canadian involvement in Artemis, and
Okay.
same thing with the EU.
But
And there's a few
here's
shifts
my
happening, too.
concern. I feel like maple syrup is just a really crappy rocket fuel, and I'm worried that too much Canadian investment might cause a problem there.
So
Not
Only
to
if we
make-
let
it-
Quebec-
it's
well,
not-
only if we let
was
Quebec fly.
on, was on the thing. In fact, they also even had a space poutine as well. That I don't know if that wasn't really pushed there, but in space food you can't have crumbly things that will outgas, that will.
We all saw that
create a
Simpsons
mess.
episode. We know what happens when they're ruffled.
so anyway, but I was extremely pleased with the science data
Yeah,
coming back is extraordinary.
Jason in the
And
chat
that
is saying,
eclipse was
Oh, sorry,
just
yeah, that eclipse
amazing.
is pretty.
One of the surprising things. Yay! I'm doing a Amaro here.
I like, by the way, the can meant nothing to you, but the moment it came in bottle form, he's like, "Oh, it is of a thing."
Yes.
My glass,
Yeah,
my glass is
but-
almost empty, but I have a martini.
Mitsu Twist original orange cake, aka Jaffa cake. Jaffa cake.
So the astronauts had a 54-minute total eclipse window, and during the time of that thing, they saw 7 lunar impacts. So that they were the moon was in front of the sun, and so they could see. They were close to the moon, and when a meteor hits the moon, there's no burning of an atmosphere, little thing. It is an immediate stop, and so you get a very concentrated ball of plasma. And
But what
not
about
that,
what about when the
astronauts-
moon hits your eye?
yes,
Like a big pizza
Well,
pie?
Big pizza pie, yeah, like a big
That's
pizza pie.
amore.
So that's
I
what's
thought
able
you did
to-
science.
visually see where these attacks are and say,
math
"Oh,
checks
there's a
out.
spot here." The rate was surprising, but there may have been sort of a lunar shower. We're not quite sure. And then, of course, now we've confirmed several of the impact sites during that time. There, so lots, and of course, not only seeing bits of the moon we've never seen, because Apollo folks basically did a low pass over the equator of the moon from astronauts that only were trained about the important craters and where they're going to land, not lunar geography. So we got really detailed descriptions, 31 cameras on board, lots of data that's going to be really important for not only science but future missions.
Jason in the chat brought up that the next generation of the Canada arm is planned for the docking system, and that Canada is investing in space. That's one of the things that's shifting a little bit. It's just we're not necessarily focusing on NASA exclusively so much anymore.
I mean,
you
you gotta
better
focus
get
on
that
something
funding
other
going,
than your
Brett.
neighbor.
You better get those
Yeah.
projects going soon, because Mikey Smith from Saskatchewan is going to sue the Canadian Space Agency into the ground after he proves that space is fake.
The
Yes.
Canadian
No.
Space
Yeah,
Agency.
I
I'm
have-
sorry for those flat earthers
We
that
shattered.
saw all that globe stuff.
We live inside a snow
Ooh.
globe.
Huh.
Oh,
What is this? What is this? What?
Is that the vodka? Is that the vodka?
That's the vodka, Roberto Cavalli
Yeah.
vodka. It's
Seen that
it's
on a few
amazing.
shelves.
It was purchased only because it was on sale and the bottle was cool. And when that bottle was gone, I got another one because it's actually pretty good vodka. So I'm drinking vodka
great
martini.
isn't it?
Describe it. Did it have any particular what's the flavoring involved, or is it?
It has a very mild alcohol burn, and that is it. It is some of the because good vodka doesn't taste like anything. Good vodka
Yeah.
is very, very neutral, and this is the most neutral vodka. It almost is like filtered sake, where it's like, oh yeah, there's something in my mouth. I don't know what it is.
What's its proof?
Here? It is 80.
Oh,
It is
When an eel bites your thigh and you bleed out and die, that's amore.
so
well,
flavor
you'll
wise,
definitely bleed out and die after.
Hell!
yeah, it is
Flavor.
just very, very, very neutral. And even the alcohol burn is really subdued for like just straight vodka. And mixed. Usually when I make a martini, I inhale the vermouth, get the scent, and blow that in the glass, and that's all I do. But this one I actually do the proper half ounce of vermouth to 2.5 ounces of vodka, and it comes out really good. It makes a really good martini.
Yeah.
All right. Since I was here last, I went up to Bristol, and my friends took me to this incredibly fancy, high-end cocktail bar and gave me a blank slate to buy whatever I wanted. And I'm gonna be honest with you,
Ooh.
while some of the drinks there were really creative, there was one that had like a roast chicken broth as its base, and another had
Ooh.
like shiitake mushrooms, which I bought, even though I myself cannot handle mushrooms at all. And the guy was like, "Wait, are you the guy who said the one thing you're allergic to is that?" Anyway, the point is, it was a great time once I found a drink that worked for me. I'm gonna be honest with you, those drinks were the toppest shelf you could get, and I wasn't impressed for the price.
Oh.
30 pounds a drink. No, I'm sorry. I know I'm a trash panda, but oh my god, I went out of my comfort zone into Fancyland, really Fancyland too.
Mm.
What's the big deal? I could buy so many cans of booze with that. I could get so many pieces of bread and a little bit of like cream cheese, and that's my evening sorted.
That sounds expensive. But
There
I
was
mean,
one drink that had like a sort of blue hue to it, and they added a little bit of ash on top from a tree that they like some sort of like wood that they kind of like charred and then kind of like did the cinnamon thing with the ground on top. That was
So
lovely. So I'm
when
gonna
it
go and now ask my friend what the hell that bar's name was, so I can look at the actual list of it.
when it comes to booze, I don't typically like the really cheap because that is typically just garbage and doesn't have any good flavors. Once you get to the middle ground, though, anything past that, you're typically just paying for I bought a $60
Yes, the
margarita. I'm
label.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
that midpoint's usually where I kind of focus on.
And I think that's a really good point you've
Yeah.
made. In case of tequila, the very in terms of quality and experience, the mid-price tequila often is better. If you see some place that's got here's a $200 a shot bottle of rare tequila, chances are it's been sitting on the shelf because no one can afford to drink it. The
yeah.
alcohol is at
Well,
stake, and it's just water with a couple of flavors. It'll taste.
So
Ew.
I had a friend buy like a $600 bottle of whiskey, and we all had a shot of it, and it was good whiskey, but you know what? I didn't have the heart to tell him, if you had this next to Crown Royal, I would not have been able to tell them apart. And I like
Yeah.
whiskey.
All right, I'm posting it in the. My friend got back to me. Toot sweet. It's in the StreamYards Discord there. The Milk Thistle in Bristol. I want to stress this enough. Amazing staff, lovely decor, and if this is what you're going for, awesome. But frankly, those drinks, as interesting as they were, just line them up as shots and give me good conversation with them, and I'm happy. I don't need them to have that price tag or that incredible pedigree.
Yeah, I have acquired a cat.
Baby.
Aw. Hi, Cat.
This is
I love
Leroy
that.
Jenkins. He weighs 25 pounds. He is a big
You have to
friend-shaped
scream his
cat.
name every time.
I
Aww.
wonder
Yes.
how fast
he-
a cat would freak in 0G if it was exposed.
We've
My
had
guess is
cats in 0G.
immediately.
Yeah, there's test
Nah.
footage of cats in 0Gs. They tested 0G effects on cats originally.
Mm.
Leroy Jenkins is named that because when you went outside, he used to just come running, and you would step outside, and all of a sudden you would just see a cat just barreling at you, and that is why he is named Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy. Yeah, nice.
Leroy.
Oh, low energy vids. How do you like my my homemade cryptech?
I
I think he's fantastic, but if you're gonna commit, then where is the accent that sounds dispassionate but mildly
He has a
Well,
cool voice changer. It's
I
awesome.
do have a cool voice changer, but right now this is my Warforged wizard for the mini campaign that Chesh is running. But later, this is going to be art assets for the Wrath and Glory game that I'm going to be running.
I'm
Nice.
playing a kobold in that game.
Not goblin lizard goblins.
Yeah, one of my OG characters that I made for Adventures League way back when that I tried very hard to suicide and just would not die.
Yeah, 5e is like that. It's like you really, really, really have to try to kill characters in 5e. They don't just die.
Yeah, that's one of my big gripes.
It is a bit of work, yeah.
With 5e. That's honestly that's one of the reasons I've switched to Dragonbane for a lot of my stuff. I really like Dragonbane for that. If I'm gonna do 5e, I like the Phantasy Star Online stuff. Although now I have the Cowboy Bebop rule book, and I might have to run a game in Cowboy Bebop because I mean
Ooh.
Space Bounty Hunters.
Just check the disc message. Sorry.
You need
Oh.
already put tank into my brain straight away.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh.
What?
Well, let me just say this, that I think amongst
must.
the top 4% of scientific achievements today has been the Artemis evaluation.
Right?
I have a feeling I'm missing out on a lol.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Me too.
Talk about this. can't we?
And let me say that those that use Twitter are losers. In my
You
opinion.
on,
Come
yeah?
on. No, don't say that. I use Twitter. Come on.
You're a loser.
You're a
How are we
loser.
Boom! Take that, Manya.
Boom. Slapped down, volleyball
use
spike
Twitter.
into the ground.
Don't use it. In my opinion. stop.
Yeah, I'm not touching any of this. All I'm gonna say is that that's one hell of a pretentious opener.
You're right.
No,
Sorry.
but then how am I gonna get all this juicy stuff if I don't use it? Landon, come on. You see my conundrum there? You see the paradox there?
I see.
Paradox?
Come on.
I don't know if
Give
that's
me-
the word I would use, but okay.
Right, back to
What, conundrum or paradox?
Paradox.
Really, before the FMV hash, which is now on RFC, so internet
So-
RFC 9932, where I'm the N and FNV hash was one of the fundamental things that Twitter used to hash things and define messages. And the folks, even before Agent Orange bought them, said, take your data and run, because this place is going downhill, and the company wants to sell it to basically bot farms. And so I left.
Yeah, that I'm aware.
Force-based learning.
Yeah. So my thing is, I'll say this: since I did my stream about a certain paper, that paper's author went and did another paper and called it McRae's theorem.
Who could it be?
This animal that I did see can't help me guess this mystery.
I was actually able to go through the paper yesterday. They just narrowed the whole shit down further, and I'm just like, what are you even trying to achieve at this point?
Well, I look forward to
Disappointing.
your review of the paper.
Sorry?
I look forward to your review of the revised paper. I think that would be a fun.
Yeah,
thing.
maybe I've already made the notes, so I could do it next week, next
Yeah.
weekend. So yeah,
No,
but it's funny
I
that
think
someone
you
has
did an
to.
honest review of the previous paper. You were very charitable. You did a professional job. It's almost like you
Yay.
understand research and you've done stuff like this before.
Who could imagine?
Not a loser.
Not me.
Sorry,
Different
Trevor,
kind of
sorry.
loser.
Nah, so yeah, it's really like it's if you have to call like your title your paper as a theorem after your own name, you're really desperate, bro.
It's reminding me
So
of Professor Oak. They call me the Pokemon Professor. Nobody calls you that. You made that up.
So,
A layman like me figured out immediately what was wrong with that title, and
So-
I mean, when that happens, like, just hang up your fucking hat.
So things that get named after you properly are named by other people. So, for example,
Yeah.
F&B hash was not named by me, right? It was a proposed hash. It was a a particular cyclic hash function on primes, and someone said that's too long to do. The author's names are foul or no opposed. Let's call it F&B, right? Other people do it, right? If
Yeah.
you have a theorem, it becomes theorem 7 in your paper, and someone says, "Hey, that's a really good theorem. Let's call it
Okay.
Manya's theorem."
I
Other
gotta
people
ask.
name it for you, not you.
I have to
Yeah.
ask: has anyone watched the Hail Mary or Red Hail Mary, Project Hail Mary?
No.
None of you here have
I'm
seen the
afraid.
movie or
I have
seen
not,
the.
no.
Not neither.
Oh, that's unfortunate because
I
it is.
know.
There's actually a whole thing where one of the characters has to explain to the other character that humans get to name things that they discover. But I mean, whoa, what's going on with the? Did you click on the link?
Yeah, you're way behind. You gotta click forward on your thing that you're watching.
God,
yeah.
You're right. Oh, I was a little bit scared of that.
On YouTube, I've just been.
But anyway,
I was like, what?
Kind of ties into what I was talking about. But anyway, go on.
Yeah, the thing is that, like, for example, that all the astronauts that went to moon and they named a crater that they discovered on the moon after one of the astronauts' wife who had passed away due to cancer. That's how you do it. Then they named it after someone else who wasn't even there
Yes.
anymore.
And by the way, the astronauts just said, we propose this name because people that name it are the ones that decide, right? You don't get to do your
Yeah,
own.
exactly.
This is reminding me of a conversation I had earlier today over on Dapper Dinosaur's channel when we talked about don't ask the internet to name things for you because you're gonna end up with shit like Bodie McBoatface, and then you're gonna have to cower out and everybody's gonna make fun of you forever.
This is slander. I
Brilliant.
would never let
Yep.
Chesh on my channel.
I mean, it was great because you had Chesh and Vish. So you had Vish and the person that people always, call out instead of Vish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
I'm Wishvish.
Like
Or Wishanti, as it were.
Timu Vish. Yeah.
Vishnu?
We have Vishante at home.
Ow, my feelings!
You don't have. You're a goblin.
No, I love that. That's great. Yeah, no, that's that's fucking amazing.
So, Chet, should I ask Manya's question regarding a certain safety device?
What? Yeah, go for it. I don't know. I don't know what this is. Do it.
What?
The alarm was beeping. That you.
Oh, you ran! Oh, fuck you! No, stop! No!
Chash, did you put it
No.
back? Did you change the batteries or not?
Oh,
No, and also no.
Beep, beep. Short people problems.
And I will also point out that not only did I not do it, no one else has done it either.
Oh, deflecting the blame.
Oh no, I'm not gonna be the one putting it back. You have any idea how it's next to impossible for me to do it because I can't reach the ceiling.
High.
All right,
It's
then
Mount
how about
Everest
you
for
be
her.
the driving
But
force
I
to
would
convince
advise
the Tawny
Chash-
McTaw person?
No.
How many alarm? Like, is that the one in the kitchen, near the kitchen, that smoke
Yeah.
alarm? Or is it in
Yeah.
the kitchen? It might be a good idea to get it done.
It's like right at the where the stairs come up and the kitchen into
Oh,
the.
yes.
It's like right in that center area.
Yeah. So it might be a good idea because if it's
Of
near
course,
the
it's a good idea to have your fire extinguishers up and running and powered. What are you talking about?
fire extinguisher-
Oh, do you need a Halon fire
Or
extinguisher?
whatever. Alarm. The alarm. Yeah,
Do you-
whatever.
Oh,
Does anybody need a Halon fire extinguisher?
What?
Halon,
Sorry?
you know that gas that kills everybody in the room when you use it? Does anybody need a Halon fire extinguisher? 'Cause those are a thing. Yes.
I'm a
Is that-
CO2 powdered and all that stuff, but
I mean, the ozone depleting gas? Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
have a
that's good stuff.
ladder. I don't have
You
one.
don't have a-
There are
I
places
was climbing on a
places that you could
chair.
return that
Get a
to
box that goes
where
to
the
a tall,
material is
to a tall
appropriately
shelf.
I need a taller chair.
You
deconverted.
need a lummox, and I'm far away and I cannot help
I require one lummox, please. Please
You know,
send one
I
lummox.
I have to have
Okay.
very, very folksy sayings like the rains
I would
will
say,
come soon.
like, ask one of the like someone in the house to replace it as soon as possible. Coming back, I just saw like the person said that the paper we were talking about, the latest paper they published, they said that it was getting some attention, top 4% on academia.edu, and I looked at I looked at the number of views it got, 64 views.
64.
There's
probably
dozens
me.
of them.
That's probably me just accessing it to try and download it and read it and blah 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 blah.
Like
That's
old
just me.
YouTube,
My-
I used to get the views up by just refreshing the page over and over.
But if it's
Yeah, yeah.
64 views, how could it be the top 4%?
I don't know.
My
64 views. That's what it says in the screenshot.
The
Like
top
that they
4% of Retatas.
my green screen's eating it, but here is a charged, ready to go Halon fire extinguisher.
Take it to an
Whoa.
appropriate toxic waste site. They will be able to process it.
What am I
Oh,
feeling
he
it's
took it
going
away
to-
before I made him big. Sedge. Look, I made you big.
What am I feeling
Whoa.
that's going to give you radon poisoning or something?
That's cool. You're
Now,
muted.
Poisoning, that would be
It
really.
Is it all
it-
green?
It would be really hot.
It is green. It is green.
True.
It
Yeah.
pulls all the oxygen out of the air and puts the fire out.
Yeah.
The bad thing is
Bruh.
the people need oxygen to breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
How
this
much
came,
oxygen can it store?
But-
How
but
many liters is that?
I don't know. That came when I bought my boat. That was on my boat, and it'd
Mine
be
is freaking
absolutely
out.
worthless in open air because open air the oxygen can come back in. So I
So
replaced that. With
specifically oxygen.
it specifically pulls oxygen out. It displaces oxygen, and it's really good at putting fires out. If you have a server room where there's nobody in it, they still use Halon systems
Yep.
because it is amazingly good at putting fires
No.
out.
No,
But it
no,
also
not-
puts out every
no,
living
and
thing.
Hey,
Listening to
Halon
that
has
is
been
giving me like.
Halon has been there are other things there, but Halon, and particularly one of the things that happens in servers now, there are things like lithium banks and so forth, which that thing would be useless in if you've got basically a lithium fire, that ain't gonna stop it, right? There, but of course,
So,
very
The
little things
thing
can
I like
do.
the thing I like about that fire extinguisher, and the reason I hang on to it, it is absolutely 100% illegal for me to buy that fire extinguisher now. I cannot replace that fire extinguisher, but I can go down to the fire
Yeah.
department. They will recharge it for free. They will recharge a Halon extinguisher, and
That's
I can have
wonderful.
that extinguisher.
all,
I love
I will
America.
maintain it,
all
it
the
is
old
illegal for me to get
emergency.
but I can
Yeah,
I can
all the-
maintain it.
Yeah, you can maintain old emergency equipment as long as it works properly, and you can get certification for it. Is that certified? How often do you test it? That's my
Excuse
next
me,
question.
I want to freak
I
out
do
Manya
not.
for
It
1
does-
second. I'm just gonna freak out Manya for
does-
1 second, real quick, just
Yeah,
real quick,
but-
just real
but
quick.
she said-
Travis in the
or-
chat said
yeah.
our apartment's fire extinguisher just passed its 10-year expiry anniversary. Yay for scummy landlords.
Oh
now
my
maybe I'm
God.
gonna go out to my hall
Tell
and see
your
what
fucking
the,
landlord to buy a new one.
Yeah, in other news, maybe deal with it by
You put the
making
fear
a
of
use
God
for
in
it.
me.
I
Next
would-
time I'm
will-
gonna think about this.
Oh,
I'll be
that's
back
what
with
it looks like.
I'll turn my chroma key off. I'll turn my chroma key off
tell
so
ya
you can see it. It is Halon. It is an
Yeah.
actual Halon. So these are very much. And there
Bro,
you see
I
it
don't
is-
know
it
if
is
I want to
charged.
scold you or I want to say be careful. I'm just like
She
Yeah,
hasn't decided on
I-
whether or not she's impressed.
I would
I'm
never.
saying
I
data
would-
centers do not use Halon anymore. I would get that replaced with something that's useful.
It
Yeah.
has been. It has absolutely. It has been replaced. I just still have it, and it's one of those like, yeah, I'm never going to use this thing, but
It's just
Now-
neat.
Then
now they'll-
what I would
they'll-
suggest is
Go ahead.
what I would suggest is if you're not using it, scratch out everything on that there is, and maybe put a put a do not use label on it.
Hey,
I mean,
Because
this thing has
someone
been
might
saying my mic
accidentally
is
mistake it
not
for a
connected
fire
to me.
extinguisher.
Oh,
and
hi.
use it
Anyone
and
hear
might
me?
end up.
You're back
I can hear
now.
you, Dapper.
We
Well,
haven't heard
okay.
you for a while, but you're
That was
there
weird.
now.
Yeah, it kept telling me my microphone was being disconnected and reconnecting it. Also, so that's a big safety thing. Here's the thing: look into tenant rights in your area because
Yes.
Yeah.
most places, at least in the United States, and I believe this is similar in other countries,
They're
will
supposed to
allow you.
maintain.
Yeah, you are first of all, your landlord is required to maintain safety equipment, and if there
Yes.
is a maintenance issue with your property that you're renting that your landlord isn't fixing, in most jurisdictions that I'm aware of, there is a way to put a rent into an escrow account and withhold it until that thing is fixed. And that is like one of the steps that you can do to inform a landlord, like, hey, until this is fixed, I am putting rent into an escrow account, which will be paid out when the thing is fixed.
As soon as the
Yeah.
do it
Yeah,
legally. Just don't stop paying rent.
Yeah, you have
in
to
my
actually
in
set
my
up an
part of
escrow account.
California, in my part of California, I'm right on the border of two counties. In one county, you can do that. In the other county, you can straight up file it with the county. And once you have filed it, you do not have to pay rent at all until it's been fixed. So you live in that
But
place
it's-
rent free until it's fixed. And I
Yeah,
can
check your
guarantee
local
you-
laws.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's rent free. You
Landlords
will
pay
have
it.
to back pay the rent, isn't it?
It's gonna depend on where
in
you
my,
live.
Your
in my
local laws.
county, in the counties I'm at, one you have to back pay it, and one you do not. So one of the
Oh.
counties straight up,
Yeah.
you owe no rent until they fixed it.
Look, this
That's
is a
weird.
Yeah,
check the
That's
local
actually a
laws
good
in your
way.
area situation. We're not lawyers.
Yeah.
We don't know where
yeah.
you live.
Check your
Yeah.
check your local laws because
Talk
it
to
will
your local
differ
lawyer.
big
Yeah.
time.
So
But,
Zero
yeah,
Leon, I'm
it's-
just saying, with your thing, if you're not gonna use it, scratch out all the stuff on it and put do not use label on it, because someone might accidentally take it for a fire extinguisher and might try to use it.
Yep.
It will work as a fire extinguisher though.
But
It's
you
an
don't want
amazing
someone to
fire extinguisher.
misuse it.
You'll just die though.
Someone
You'll
might
just
misuse it. You
die.
need to
Do
be
you-
trained to
Do
use
you
that
have an-
particular
do
kind of
Do you
fire
have an air
extinguisher.
tank? Like, do you have a
Yeah.
firefighting suit and an air tank? Because that's the only situation which you should be using Halon as a personal. Like, as a
Y'all
thing.
all seem
Yeah.
so
And-
worried
and
about
it's
this
why it's
collector
not- it
item
is
that he
not used in
has.
data centers
So
today.
let's
It's
get some
not just
zero on
collector
back
item.
lore.
It's full of gas that will kill him.
Yeah, let's get some zero on back lore.
Or someone else. if
I
his
am
place
in
is attacked.
fact a trained firefighter. I was actually Station 63, Auberry. I have been a firefighter. I
Dang,
ran the water
boy!
tender.
All right. All right. All right.
So Dapper, your air tank, that is an SCBA.
Yes,
so
I know. I wore them many
Upa-
times.
Yeah. Yes. So SCBA.
I've been
The
on
only
SCBA air
person-
many times.
Yeah. The only person with access to this particular fire extinguisher is myself. So the
I
only
wanna
person with
point out
access to it
that-
is me.
Zerolon knew
How?
this. I want to point out that Zerolon knew this entire time and has been stringing you all on
yeah.
for about a half an hour.
I just hope that
Not
It's
me. I just
fine.
said
they're-
It's
they don't
get
fine.
up and check my.
I don't
Uh,
mind getting.
Hey,
My
I
own
don't
weird
mind getting
one.
strung
in a
along.
weird connection to
Oh,
to recent events, the place that I wore an SCBA, although it wasn't on the SCBA air for all that time, but for the longest was when transiting through the Strait of Hormuz.
Mm.
Ooh,
Did-
topical.
were you paying protection money to a certain country? Or
I
not?
was not. So this was while I was in the Navy, and so everyone in the Navy has like a few different jobs that they do, right? So there's like various watchstanding jobs that you have that come up at various times of day, and then for that extended period, you're just doing that watch. So so like some watches that I stood were like let's see, like propulsion electrician, throttleman, switchboard operator for the electrical system, things like that, right? Those are watches that I stood. You also have a regular maintenance job where like you're just taking care of equipment, you're making sure all the paperwork is filed, all that stuff. But you also have a general quarters job, which is basically like if you're ever watching Star Trek and they're like, all hands to battle stations. Yeah, that's general quarters in the actual US Navy. And my job during general quarters was I was part of one of the fire teams. And during the transit of the Strait of Hormuz, all fire teams were posted for the entire transit. And also, we all so we had to stay up that entire time, which was often at night for safety reasons. And then also, we all, by order of the CO, got what are called sleep chits, which are little bits of paper that you can put on your rack that tells people, hey, this person has special permission to be sleeping right now. Don't wake them up. So
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
I've acquired a different cat.
it was actually pretty cool because nothing actually happened. So we just sat around, granted in firefighting equipment, but we just kind of sat around like watching TV, playing board games, drinking soda, and then later we got to sleep for like a day.
So when I was
Nice.
Go on.
when I was working for Verizon Wireless, I used to be the lead escalation supervisor in Clovis, California. It was a horrible job, soul sucking. But on September 11th, because I was a firefighter, I would show up in full structure gear. So I spent the entire day working at a call center wearing the gear that the firefighters would have been in on September 11th. And yes, new kitty, this is Fidget. She's being very needy right now. So I spent the entire day at the call center walking around and taking calls in full structure gear. It was yeah. I've been asking chat, did you decide to adopt Leroy Jenkins? Leroy Jenkins' backstory is kind of sad. He belonged to my wife's cousin's kid, who lives next door. And he was a very beloved pet until they got some very aggressive dogs that decided they liked to eat cats. Leroy ran off and he was a stray for a while. And I was feeding him, and he came up to the house one day with a great big huge abscess wound because a dog had bit him. So I put him in my bathroom and we took care of him. And my wife and my grandma were like, yeah, no, he's too fat and stupid to go back outside. So that is how I gained Leroy Jenkins. His original name is Tigger, but we didn't know that at the time we renamed him.
That's an inferior name, and I'm glad you discarded it into the dustbin of history.
So I just noticed, I went back and checked the paper that we were talking about, the latest paper. The author seems to have added more to the original paper that they posted. That was 3 pages. Now it's 5 pages. I've got both the copies and I'm going to compare both now. So more content for me, I guess. So yippee.
More content for Jesse.
Yeah.
What is hers is mine. Okay, so get it.
Stop trying to sow discord here, Dapper.
Wait, there's marriage on the table?
I am the
how much money
here.
are we talking about? Because I need a fucking dowry, like, stats.
So chat's saying they'll stay for the cats. I have 5 cats, so I can put lots of cats on stream.
Yes.
You've seen
cats.
2. There are 3 more.
More cats.
Yes,
we
demand
the world needs more cats.
You have seen Leroy Jenkins. This is Fidget Marie. We still have Fuzzy Noodle. We still have Missy Bones, and we still have Simon. So there's a lot more cats.
I'm gonna do exactly what Wendy is doing in the live chat. That is what happens when I'm high on coffee.
So the record is on one of Top Hats Off Star Trek streams. We saw every cat except Missy Bones. Missy Bones has only ever appeared 1 time on my channel for a very short time because she does not like to come inside.
Oh, she's an outdoor cat.
She is an outdoor cat. She's a good girl.
Oh, she's such a good girl.
First things first, the most important question everyone has not been asking, but we all know in our hearts, we're wondering, my extinguishers out in the hall are totally fine and up to date as of December of last year.
Hooray! Health and safety.
6 more months,
by the way.
I did say it in chat
to be re-tagged and checked.
I did say it in chat. I do have a proper extinguisher in the house. That's the main house extinguisher. This one stays out in the shop. This one is not out in this is not out in an area where it could be dangerous. And then my boat, which is
hope so.
This came off of my boat. My boat has a proper extinguisher now. That's why this one is loose. As it came off the boat.
I have to go relatively soon, so I have a suggestion for Chesh, which is that I suggest a poll.
Okay.
And the poll, so there's a little bit of background, right?
Yep.
So Chesh has recently added Space Marine 2 to her Steam library and played through the tutorial.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I was thinking, she has not played anything past the tutorial, but I was thinking it might be fun to go into the second hardest PvE multiplayer game mode for her first experience outside of the of the tutorial, which is a lethal operation. That's what that would be called, where I am just going to carry her the whole time, and basically we both record it, and I will then edit it together, and we can release it on like one of our channels or maybe
So-
both as just like the nonsense chaos of Chesh dropping into a lethal operation in Space Marine 2 with no more training than the tutorial.
So you're,
And
Oh,
you're
I was
goal is-
way down for that.
Should we record Chesh's lethal operation with Dapper and upload it to YouTube? Yes or no?
Yes. I mean,
I
that's
vote
kind of
yes.
a given, but
Well, you
I-
gotta actually vote it.
oh well.
I
Then
have
put it out there.
probably I have a
Oh.
little more experience with Space Marines 2 than Chesh, not a lot. I'm probably at the same point Chesh is. I finished like the main tutorial part, and that's about all I've done. Because the only person I know that plays it is Dapper, and I'm like, oh, I want to play this. Dapper's online. Yeah, I'm not going to pester him.
You should
Oh.
just pester me.
Um,
Literally,
I'm always-
unless I'm doing something super important, if you're like, hey, Dapper, do you want to play Space Marine 2 right now? I'm just gonna say yes.
Because I'm always down for Space Marines. I'm always down for Alien Fireteam Elite. Because Dapper, you have the,
do have
the
that.
DLC, and we've got to get you through it because it ends so much better than the main game.
Well, you should pester me. Stop being afraid of me.
I'm not afraid of you. You have like a lot of people that I know a lot of people want your time, and I don't want to take any of it.
Yeah, most of
So-
them don't have Space
Hey,
Marine 2
yeah,
or
shoot,
Alien
it
Fire
sounds
Team
like
Elite or
right
Dark
now.
Tide.
Well,
Most of them don't have horde
Dapper,
shooters I want to play.
would you like to play some Alien Fire Team tomorrow? Because I will play with you. We will get you through it. It's amazing.
As long as it's not when I'm trying to cook Easter dinner or when I am trying to do my stream. So maybe Monday.
See, this is why I don't pester you, Dapper.
But I just told you a day.
Ooh,
I just gave you
Oh,
a day.
so-
I said maybe
ooh,
Monday.
So Monday. So
Yeah.
let me tell a fun work story.
Okay.
So Chesh's D&D game, I had to miss the beginning of it because I had a work emergency. The work emergency was my boss doesn't know how to do the schedule, and I used to work in dispatch. So he had me do the schedule, and I emailed it. He doesn't know how to upload it either, so I emailed it to the person who uploads it. Apparently, the upload failed, and she doesn't know how to access the share file that she has access to. So I had
Oh
to
my God.
I had to haul ass. I was
cringe.
going some number higher than 55 in the 55 zone in order to get to there, upload the file. But long story short, I got to make my work schedule that I am on for Monday. Guess who has the day off on Monday?
Oh, nice. See that? We could get through the
We-
entirety of the
we can.
DLC.
We can. So my work, we run a bunch of different trucks, and one of our fleets is transfer trucks, which are a dump truck that pulls a trailer. on a long
Trans,
tongue, like a long
ew.
tongue. Yeah, they're transfer trucks. So we had to get rid
Uh,
of them. So we had an accidental fire that burned 6 of our 8 trucks. So about $2 million worth of trucks burned.
Ooh.
Wow.
So we currently have
What was
more
the
drivers
cause
than
of the
trucks.
burn? What was the?
It was an electrical fire. It was an electrical fire. We have it on security camera. It was a spontaneous, and it burned one truck. They carry 100 gallons of fuel, which then burned the next 2 trucks, which then burned the next 2 trucks, which burned. So it was bad. I have pictures. You can hit me up on Discord. In fact, I'll Landon, I'll send you a picture of them.
Please.
But it was bad. So it was about
Yeah, please.
$2.5 million worth of trucks that went whoosh. So
By the way, oh,
Monday,
sorry.
go for it, Dapper.
Oh, I was just gonna say, apparently there's some question about it. Look, if you want me to play a horde shooter with you and I own it, chances are that the answer is gonna be yes, but you have to be prepared that I might not be very good at it. That's just a general rule. So like, and if I'm busy, I will probably set up a time. Look, I found some guy on Space Marine 2 who had a salamander like cosmetic pack going on, but he had the islands is wrong. So I asked him about that. Now we're friends on Discord and we play Space Marine 2 together sometimes.
I
don't
would
care.
like to point
I
out.
am also 100% down to play games with people, and I play a crap ton of Monster Hunter. I got Dapper to play it, although he didn't like it, but I think we could get
Yeah,
Dapper
not
to
really.
like it if we.
Mm,
I think the
Mm.
problem, Dapper, is that you were in Guardian and Defender gear, so the monster went to the "oh God, I'm afraid of you" and run away stage immediately. I think we need to spend a couple hours burning you through to the higher levels so that it's
Couple
actually
of
a fight.
hours.
That's a
Or
lot of
we need
time
to put-
investment.
Or we need to
Couple of
downgrade your gear and put you in proper gear, because basically what it is like Monster Hunter has like 3 levels, like hard, very hard, and super hard. And
Mhm.
Dapper was using the gear to skip into the next point. So it's basically like, hey, this is the gear that makes the game trivial so that you can get to the next point.
Maybe the game shouldn't just hand me that as during my first ever
It-
Monster Hunter
and
experience.
again, Monster Hunter doesn't tell you that.
Yeah.
So I
Monster Hunter is
think-
really bad at explaining itself.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
I
a
think I-
problem all on its own.
Yes.
I
And
think
here's
I
the thing,
bought you
I
the
don't-
wrong Monster Hunter. I think you
Alright.
would like World more than Rise, but if
Um,
you ever feel up for
which one
it,
do I
I
have?
would be down. I would be down to burn you through to the point where it actually becomes a game. If you ever want to give it
I
another try, but I
have a
won't push
I
you.
got
on that.
World. I got World,
Maybe.
and I gotta tell
World
you,
is good.
World
I have
was
a
okay.
secret for
It
you
wasn't as bad
guys.
as I thought.
I've managed to get both Manya and Dapper to play Overcooked with me. And now
on
we
a,
haven't
on a controller.
we haven't recorded it yet. And
Record
the
yeah.
reason we didn't record it yet is because Manya needed to get a controller.
Yeah.
And then we
I can't
tried
share
it, we made it work, and then Manya got a controller, and then we had to get that work, and we had to get her a little bit used to the controls. But I
can't
think
share
we
my controller on screen because my controller is literally green screen green. It is
Stop having
very
so much
green
green stuff.
Why are you Irish? I'm Irish, and I don't have as much green as you.
Do you see the red beard? Do you see the red beard?
Always Americans with no personality of your own, trying to reach into your past that you haven't earned.
Cultural, are you saying accusing somebody of cultural appropriation?
Low energy videos. How about this for some reasonable Irish credit? But the first person with my last name, my first ancestor to make it to the United States, did so not that long ago as a stowaway on a cargo ship fleeing the
Good.
potato famine. And another
Good.
one of my ancestors farther back was the guy who presided over the execution of Mary, Queen of Scots. So he killed the British monarch.
Hey, you know what?
Well,
That doesn't.
congratulations.
That part is actually negated to the Irish, considering the fact that Mary Queen of Scots was kind of pro-Catholic, and then the whole thing.
Yeah, but she was
Oliver
still a British
Cromwell,
monarch.
you know,
I don't care.
That part
Yeah,
there
so-
kind of negates any
Monarch
pro
of
that you
England,
gave
they
and set it
all
back to a
can go
neutral.
away.
So
No.
yeah.
Monarch of England.
Yeah.
I've heard
It is
people are
cool.
not
I
very
love that,
happy
but
with the
you
British
actually as an
royal
Irish
family.
person. What was
People are
that?
not
But
very
yeah,
happy
so
with the
so
people are not
as
happy with
far
the
as-
British royal family at all. They're like, King Charles. go away already."
nobody's been happy with them for some time. That's not news.
Yeah.
that's
I'm
royal
just
family in
trying
general.
to imagine
I'm the
how
only person
much...
in this chat that actually has cursed in his face. So
yeah, damn.
it's-
Let's
It's,
chat
um,
until I get
Braggy.
out to the UK next, and then I'll be like, fine,
Hey,
I'll
that's something
fart
to brag
in
about. Brag
Camilla's
as much
face.
as you
How does
want.
that sound? I will just.
You're gonna do a
toot
Peter
in Brooklyn's
Griffin.
face. Yep, right
Yeah,
up into
drop-
those cheeks.
Drop it out real quick so that we can get back to better topics. Anybody that wants to play Monster Hunter, wants to learn Monster Hunter, I have played since the very first game, which you attacked with the freaking right stick. It was terrible. But if you want to learn Monster Hunter, you cannot do it on your own. The game has 0 tutorial. It is welcome to Jurassic Park. Here's a steak knife. Go kill the T-Rex. I am
Yeah, how do they plan to grow their audience that way?
Get good.
honestly, it's one of those games that once it gets to the point that you understand it and get playing in it, it's amazing, and you're like,
The
oh,
cooking
I
mechanic
I
minigame.
get why it doesn't have that, but it's one of those like, yeah, you have to have a friend to get you into it, and I think Dapper got a really bad start because
I had a bad
it
start to Monster
honestly-
Hunter as
yeah.
well because I played
Oh,
it
that's-
on I played it on the 3DS, I think, and I wanted to play the Bowman, and whichever version it was, basically the monsters would so I was playing with other people, but they would auto target me immediately because I had a bow.
If you want to learn Monster Hunter, please ask me. I am more than happy to teach you. If anybody has read the Pokemon Rising Shadows webcomic, the author for that, Petunia Bubbles or Nico, that is one of my friends, and I play Monster Hunter with her all the time. We're in the Bagel
Nice.
Brigade. We have our own squad. We
All
do.
right,
We actually.
all
yeah.
right. You convinced me because in the coming weeks, let's just say I'm housebound for at least the rest of the month. But in the next month, I might not be so much, so I'm open up to new opportunities. I have Monster Hunter World. I got a few basics in, and if you want to convince me to invest in the Monster Hunter World, maybe guide me through it. That might be
I will
cool.
100% hit me up on Discord.
right, guys.
100% hit me up.
I want to
I'm
let
gonna have to
Dapper
get
go,
going.
but before Dapper
Yeah.
leaves, I just want to say that there was.
More time.
Ow.
What the fuck?
What just
There's-
happened?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
and-
Dapper's
and
trying to
market
leave.
it
Everybody,
down.
shut up! Dapper's trying to leave. Should we? Oh my
we
fucking
love
god! I will. I'm gonna kick all of you out and end the stream right goddamn now. I will turn this bus around. All right.
I want to
For
pop her head so badly right now.
Okay, so now that they're all muted, the poll says, should we record Chesh's lethal operation with Dapper? 95% said yes, 5% said no, of 22 votes out of 33 current viewers. So out of 33 current viewers, thank you so much for joining us. I would also like to announce that this channel has reached and surpassed the 500 subs that we needed to get this channel monetized. And so we are only watch hours away from getting that done. We're about roughly 150 watch hours away, and I think we will definitely hit that within the next couple times. But I do want to let you guys know that there is a discussion/debate on Wednesday with Dr. Kip Davis and MC Toon about Flat Earth and the Bible and its relations and all that shit, and you should definitely join us for that. And now I will unmute them all, and hopefully everybody shuts up except for Dapper, so Dapper can fucking leave properly.
All right. Well, thank you, Chesh. So yeah, Chesh and I will probably figure out what is a good day for that.
Yeah.
I am sort of on a semi-vacation. I'm only going to be doing my scheduled streams for the next week at least. Maybe I'll extend it to a second week, depending on how I feel. So, but also, yeah, like I said, if you have a horse shooter that you want to play, and I have it, I'll probably say yes if you ask me to play it. And if I don't have it, and you get it for me, I'll still probably say yes. So there is that. But I'm gonna go have some taquitos. I'm gonna get out of here. Bye.
Take it back. Take it back.
Bye.
Now I don't want to, because you made it into a thing I could do. It was a rebellion.
I mean, I agree with Lev, but that's why I'm going to just talk to Lev. So Lev, hit me up on Discord. I will teach you Monster Hunter. It
Hit
is
me,
amazing.
baby.
There are
Mm.
14
the
weapon
joke's
types.
done.
They have like unique play styles. Some weapons have multiple play styles, and I can do most of them. So
I don't know what
I-
level I stopped that. I played it and I streamed it, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't hate it, but at the exact same time, I didn't love it. Above all else, I was having people being like, "Oh, you have to do it this way. You have to do it that way."
No,
way
you
to
do
turn
not.
me off faster.
no, you do not.
Yeah.
Uh,
So,
So when
I don't care about
I
me.
kept saying, say, end your turn, end your turn, end your turn. What was
And your
that?
turn. Pick up the shells. Pick up the shells.
Pick up the shells. Why? Just
Everything.
cause
Pick up the fucking shells.
I'm gonna make a holder out of you.
So-
Holder.
So to back up what Lev is saying, I have joined games in Monster Hunter and immediately been kicked because I wasn't using the right weapon.
Wow, that just sounds like that's a skill
There
issue in
are
terms of
some
charisma on
snobs.
their part.
There are some snobs. So especially Kulv Taroth, which is a really badass dragon design. She's a wingless dragon and her scales are literally made of gold. She's amazing. You would join fights, and if you didn't have the light bowgun as your weapon, you got kicked. If you use Insect Glaive as your weapon, you will get kicked from fights constantly because people hate you. If you use Insect Glaive and your I've mounted the monster is in French, so it's the Je suis monté. If it's that instead, you will get kicked from games because people are stupid.
Wow,
But-
that's a big old
yeah.
pile of you're trying to convince me to play this game again, and now you've just convinced me not to play
But-
this game again.
But if you play with me and my friends, we don't care. The only thing we will
Like, it's the
you
tiny
need
game where you
friends.
need to have a
You need
crew,
friends.
right? Yeah, you
Then,
can't.
Jesh, why
Our-
didn't you play it with a crew?
Because I played it with a
Yes, you
crew
did.
and I hated them.
No, know me.
Oh.
She didn't know me at the time.
I'm not friends
Now
with any of
she
those
knows
people
me.
anymore.
Manya, join
am
us.
bouncing
Join us
off
in
the
the Monster Hunter world ring that we are forging.
I hate to be the
Yeah,
bearer
Bruh,
of
I'm
bad news. I don't
already
know
in
if
a
you guys
Monster
know
Hunter
this about me or
ring
not, but
at
I
work.
fucking hate
I will
people.
play GU. I will play World. I will play Rise.
Don't you
Unfortunately,
roll
the
your eyes at me.
No,
The
I just
newest-
I didn't realize that you were such a fucking elite gamer. Elite
Yeah.
with 3
She literally
Cs.
only just recently got a controller for her computer.
Oh, come on!
speaking
You
of
know,
controllers-
plenty of people were snobbing that this is the greatest gaming thing of all time.
This
Ugh.
is the Nintendo Switch Monster Hunter Rise like specialty controller, and it just sits here unused on my.
Wow.
This
Next
is a
my-
$35 controller I got from a local store because it was on discount.
Yay!
Oh.
That's
I had one of
valid.
those
Yeah.
for the PS5, and then I didn't have a PS5. I had the controller, and then I went to sell it, and it was a bootleg, and they couldn't accept it.
I use
No.
8-bit DO. Ooh, you guys want to see a really fun controller? You want to see a really fun one? Let me pop it out of the thing here. This is an 8-bit DO 02. It is meant to be used with a cell phone.
Wendy in the chat says, "Oh, but people love you, Chesh. They should get better taste. Have higher standards."
It's true. I mean,
Oh
you
my
can't be a
God.
slumlord like me
Yes.
all the time.
Come
Like, you have to
on.
raise yourself up from the muck of the goblin.
Yeah, be a
At
better
least-
person.
At least go after a
Is that a
hobgoblin or
controller?
maybe a gnoll. You know, they're right there. There's higher levels. You've been grinding.
That's one of
enough
my
as
that's
it
one of my
is.
favorite memes. Is like, does an 18 hit? No, an 18 doesn't hit. An 18 doesn't hit the goblin. Oh no, I'm sorry. I was looking at the goblin death lord stats. The
what? Hmm. As soon as we become members of Debate Hub, we're all doing it, right? Oh, as soon as we can become members. Yeah, when membership's available, do it up. I'll definitely get emojis. There has been some discussion about what the emojis should be on Debate Hub. Do you guys have any suggestions?
Said that last night.
I don't remember what you said.
Oh, it was you, and in my head, you're like red, but it's just you doing like this face, like that. Like you're just like, what the fuck? Like, what am I
You can have
looking
my
at?
dense motherfucker. You could have my dense motherfucker.
That could be good. That
That
could be
was
good.
Spectrum is-
citation needed.
For the fancier people, it could be like one of your philosophy hub dudes, and they're just saying one of them is saying something, and underneath it just says, "Why?
Why?
Why?"
Why?
Citation needed is a good one in my opinion. And then
Oh,
I guess
get
the
dapper
other one-
citation needed? Yeah, that'd be valid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be good.
That will be the best one. And also, I'm gonna go back and watch some of your streams, and I'm gonna come up with some ideas. But I think volcano, yes, volcano, a good volcano.
There's
yes,
two
my
volcano emojis. I don't think we need another volcano emoji.
Yeah, I was gonna say you showed that last night, and I was like, all right.
Oh,
we're kind of...
Madam Pele emoji, something like that for Madam Pele.
Ooh, do
Yeah.
like the Moana goddess sort of thing,
Yeah.
how she's represented, but make it into like a Pele version.
Landon approves of the idea, so
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about having like a if the emoji already
Tell
exists. You know what I
Elmo.
mean? Tell Elmo, an Elmo emoji.
yes.
I don't
that is
want to use
wonderful.
goblins on Debate Hub. Goblins are for like my channel, but like
Tell Elmo is a good one.
fallacy emojis. Oh, how would we make a fallacy into an emoji?
Oh,
Without it
that
just
you
being
would
a
get you
dick.
strict down.
Yeah, without it just being a dick. Gotta get a little bit more
Teletubbies?
creative.
Teletubby emojis? I don't know.
The Teletubby? For what?
Ooh,
Like,
how
all the
about-
Teletubbies are represented by a different fallacy?
All right, no,
Yeah,
I got one.
or
Tele-
He said
Teletubby.
fallacy spotted with binoculars.
Ooh. How about this? Teletubby, but a Teletubby of your choice, dressed up in like a Greek like toga robe to promote philosophy.
Philosophy tubby.
Yeah, Philosophy. Yeah, that could work. Make it Poe.
Yeah, I mean, like one of the things, like I saw somebody saying a goblin riding on on Dapper, and I think that's interesting, but I don't think it works for the like the emojis are small, like it's hard to get
Yeah,
away with
that is-
something like that on
Don't want
the
too complex.
yeah, it's got to
Yeah.
be pretty simple.
How about just read and it's a book being flung like one of your bricks?
Just a book that is opened up that the word read is in bright red over top. Read.
Yeah, anytime somebody hasn't read theory, like one of the fucking like flat earthers or young Earth creationist motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Or something like, I don't
Read
know-
a book.
I don't
I saw our local flat earther. I fucking saw him again the other day, and I was at work, so I was in a 30-ton truck going up a mountain. I'm like, "Ah, I want to stop and talk to him. And I can't. 'cause I'm at work."
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so exciting.
So do you
What-
have like a particular coven of these flat earthers in your area, or you're just picking random?
We have a local flat earth group, and I've been trying to like make contact with them, but they are very like exclusive. And I know one of
Elusive.
their guys lives near me, and he used to drive this like this old like Wagoneer, but he has a new car now. So I've been looking for the Wagoneer. I'm like, oh, I can't find him anymore. But now I know his new car now, so I'm not going to call it out because I've said enough of my local area for people to know where I'm at, and I don't want to call like dox this poor guy.
Sure.
He is he drives around and he hands out like flat earth like content
What
stuff.
did he say about the Artemis launch? What does he think?
I haven't
what
ta-
do
I
they
haven't ta- I have not talked to him in about 5 years. So I've seen him, but I have not talked to him in a while. I've been trying to see him again. Like I've been trying to talk to him again. Because the last time I talked to him, I wasn't in the pseudoscience debunking kind of crew. Like that wasn't my thing, but now it is. And yeah. So the local group, he's the group leader, and he tried to pull me into the group last time when we were talking. I'm like, yeah, no. Underlit clouds, they're right there. Like I can I can see the thing that debunks everything you're saying right there. Do you have a response for that? No? Okay. But
Well, they don't have
They-
responses for the same reason that that Moose guy that Jesh is currently dealing with. His fans don't have it. They just show
They
up. They
got
say the thing that
it's
they've been
fucking
pre-programmed.
nothing.
Yeah, they have nothing behind the veneer of I am a mouthpiece for what I just said.
If you're a member or a Patreon on my channel, I just put up a 5-minute video of the windmill part. I think I'm gonna put it on
By the
Debate
way-
Hub too.
Magicus even brought that up on our UFF.
Oh, did he?
yesterday or the day before on stream. You were like, we can always talk about zero net carbon.
Oh my god. What is it? I cannot believe Landon.
Yes. Yeah.
Landon. This
Yes,
I might
yes.
ask you for something special when we do our recording. I might just ask you to do something for me real quick and just to define what net zero is. So I have a little mini Landon video to play when somebody comes in and says net zero is bad, and I ask them what net zero is, and they tell me that it means having 0 carbon on the planet.
So you would have a big thing like a
On
meme
the
recording
planet.
saying net zero is blah 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 blah, right? So you can do a thing there for yes. Yes.
So I can be like, all right, it's time to call in Landon. Hit the button, Landon pops up. Hi! No.
I presume you want
Hello,
the-
if you're listening to this, you are an idiot.
the common net zero as opposed to the abstract.
Yes, like when we're talking about getting a country to net zero carbon emissions, what does that mean?
They've already started like treating carbon emissions as a currency, so I'm just like, it's not gonna work. So like,
Crypto carbon.
Well,
Hell yeah.
Al Gore did that years ago.
You say
Years ago,
they, but
unfortunately.
that's like explicitly a United States Elon Tesla situation.
Also,
Yeah.
any country that kind of follows its thing for a quick buck, like for example Hungary. For now, haha, Orban's going.
That's Orban, right? You mean the authoritarian capitalists? Yeah, go figure.
Because I
Yeah, yeah.
assume you're not referring to net zero, which is a net service provider, or net zero energy bindings, or other sort of thing. You're talking about
Net
zero
zero, the
emissions.
finest
Yes.
non-sugar based energy drink you can buy.
On a different note, guys, this is Simon. This is the other orange cat. Wifey just dropped him off.
We are just getting
Oh.
a harem of kitty
This-
cats tonight.
This
I
is
love it.
the most. This is the most
Aw.
attention whoring, loving cat I've ever. Look at that! Look at that! He is
Aw.
bonking me. You can't put this guy
Aw.
down. He just wants to. He just wants to hold you and be loved.
Will
This is a
we
random
get?
stray.
Needy.
Will we
Aw,
get
he is
all
so
of the
mean.
cats tonight? We might. We're close.
Would
I
you?
hope so.
Would you like me to? You're missing two. You're missing Fuzzy Noodle. and Missy
This
Bones.
might be a situation that.
That's
Would you guys like me? Would you like me to mute the mic
Yes.
and see if I can capture a Missy Bones? She's the hard
Please.
one.
Yes.
please.
Okay.
Yes.
Off he goes.
I will drink.
I
the
was gonna say we should just-
Who said
all the
this?
cats.
This.
I was gonna say we should just stay live until all the cats show up, but he ran off and
Yeah.
everybody in shorter stream
So I'm
day.
doing a
Yeah, what is
Thorn
this? Talk to
Ridge.
me.
Thorn Ridge Costa Brown. It's a Cinema Coast Pinot Noir 2021. Outstanding. One of the, I would call this my 5.0 wine. One of the where, this wine is just perfect. It just is. And
how much did it cost?
I was worthy of sharing with with you folks. Well, when I bought it, it was actually relatively.
All right, I caught her.
Priced.
So
Yay!
guys, exceptionally rare. This is probably my prettiest cat.
Whoa!
This is Missy Bones.
Look at that
Oh,
mug.
beautiful!
This is Missy Bones. She is
Can
super
you zoom
sweet.
in? Can you
She's
zoom
so
in?
dumb.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Look.
Not me.
No,
Not
no,
me.
You're pretty, but no, it's
I'm
cat
stuck on
food.
me.
Those
No.
are different types of
Oh
food.
no! I've done it all wrong. I'm gigantic. I'm huge.
No.
Ouch. What?
Giant things.
Hey,
are-
There we go. I got it.
There we go.
Oh.
There
So
we
she has only appeared on camera a few times because she, as you can see by her trying to escape, she doesn't not want to be here right now. She is an outside only kitty.
No.
She appeared years and years ago. She had kittens. We gave the
Oh,
kittens
we're
away,
gonna
but she
steal the
brought
kitty
them.
cat's soul.
She brought them. She
Aw.
brought them to us to raise. So this is Missy
Aw.
Bones. She's my good hunter girl. She stays outside and she eats lots of gophers.
Yay!
this is-
Damn.
Yay!
She is very
Great.
much
Fuck
not
you,
used to being
Caddyshack.
inside, and she does not like this. So I'm going to go return her to her proper outside world. We are now only missing one cat. I will catch the one cat we're missing on my way back because she's everywhere.
Hell
She's
yeah!
everywhere. I like that.
I knew today was a good day.
Yeah, special.
Oh god. I don't. Can you guys tell that I don't use StreamYards very often?
Yes. But then again,
Check it.
I
Check it.
use OBS all the time, and I'm still terrible at it.
Anyway, so I was going to say, so I get my wines because the winemaker at a relatively modest cost, but the winemaker only makes a small amount, so people drive up the price trying to grab this thing. So they only use 10% of the.
Got her.
Oh, yay!
The entity.
I'm sorry.
This is
The void.
This is
Cat
Fuzzy
priority.
Noodle.
Look at that negative energy walking around there.
This
being
is
That's not
Fuzzy
a negative
Noodle.
energy. That's a supernova. Oh, no, not a supernova. A black hole. You do
Oh,
not
the
insult a black
black
hole,
hole.
sir.
The black hole.
Jeff understood that reference at least.
Void kitty. Exactly, Dutch. Void kitty.
She is biting the crap out of me, but
Boy.
she does not know how to bite.
Oh, no,
She's
baby.
trying to-
No concept of chewing.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
This is Fuzzy Noodle.
Baby. Look at her lack of face.
Fuzzy
you guys-
noodle.
Oh,
You
crap.
guys,
We got all
oh.
of them.
I took her to the vet. When I took her to the vet to get fixed, they came out and they announced Fuzzy Noodle, like, because they got to call them by the name of the pet, and Fuzzy Noodle, and everybody starts laughing, and then I'm 6'2", great big trucker guy, and I stand up to come get the cat named Fuzzy Noodle, so they all had to laugh again.
It is funny.
So you own that shit and be like, "Who's my little fuzzy noodle?" Yes, you are.
Oh, I am a
Yes,
big
you
goober.
are.
I don't care.
Yeah, I'm right. That's
I
how
don't-
you
I don't
respond
care.
to that.
I don't care. You have any idea how many weird cutesy things I have sitting around me always?
So So anyway, that's sugar wine. You know, I get the wine, at a relatively low cost, compared to what it normally goes. Because a winemaker, friends of mine, and he basically says, you want to get a couple bottles of this now because. So currently, so I got this for $55 a bottle, and currently it's trading for $273. But that's because what the micro maker does is they only use 10% of the grapes that they harvest. They sell to other people that make good wine, and then they only use 10% of the berries of their harvest to make wine. And so they have a small batch, and they don't care because they're fanatical about the wine they make, and they make extraordinarily good wines because they're into the making the wine, not making the money. And so
California wine country is either just to the north or just to the south of me. So there's so much good wine around me.
Yeah. So they have stuff that, and people that do it for the craft, do so, that because they really are enjoy it. And also they know that I drink it, right? They dislike selling bottles to people that collect them, right? That I remember he said, I get it because I drink the wine and I share it with my friends. And the winemaker says, we're gonna go through the effort to make this wine. We want you to drink the wine in its prime, not stick it in some dusty cellar and have bragging rights. So
or worse, borrow against it. Like 20 or 30 years. Yeah, there's that.
Oh, why do you gotta bring that up?
Everything becomes a financial transaction if it's worth money.
I imagine you put your effort into making something really good, and all it does is sits on someone's shelf for bragging rights. No. So we drink our.
You know what you do though? You drink the wine, then you keep the bottle and leave the empty bottle on the shelf for bragging rights to be like, not only did I have this wine, but I drank it.
My shelves are full of empty, interesting bottles.
Yeah, I need food.
I like that empty, interesting bottle.
Every interesting bottle I've ever had is.
I'm a simple brown person. I've got decals on my wall.
Oh, is that a brown person thing? Okay.
I will straight up.
I'm learning a lot.
I will straight up buy random ass booze items because it has a cool bottle. Because I want the bottle.
The bottle or really interesting cans.
I get the little kit that turns a bottle into a lamp. So I have a bunch of bottles around the house that are lamps.
Damn.
Oh wifey just threw a sheep at me. Yeah. Wifey threw a sheep at me. Although this sheep can turn inside out. It can be a wolf now.
No, that's a metaphor, and I'm scared now.
That's very cute.
It's the wolf and sheep.
Oh, this is the
hold on, I got one of those. Hold on.
Oh, very cute.
Question: are we gonna see one of those lamps? Is he going to get one of those lamps?
I want to see the lamp now, especially the most interesting of the lamps. There has to be.
Yeah, that will be great.
Yes, Manya, I'm getting you a lamp. I went and got you a lamp.
Oh, that is
very
so
much
cool.
lamp. Is that sake lamp?
Yes, this is black and gold sake.
Yeah,
I bought it.
Wow.
I love this sake. This is one of my favorite sakes. So the kits are literally just
what sake was it?
Black and gold.
Okay.
So it's literally just a USB recharge LED lamp on a plug, and you just shove it into whatever bottle you want, and then you've got a lamp. And this one sits. This is my. And look at that. That is a very nice looking lamp.
Very.
I have this. He is a cute little penguin.
Oh no.
Okay, since we're talking about stuffies, hang on.
What do you think?
Right,
what do you think he?
Here, if we're gonna talk about this.
My
turns into a frog.
I have in there is massive.
No, that is Jabba the Hutt's firstborn.
Look at him!
I got a kitty.
That's still stinky there. Kitty.
Look,
I use this little guy to tell everybody around me what kind of mood I'm in. Am I in? I'm fine. This is a good day, or am I in?
I just like the little cute plushie that they had from 0G on Artemis. I thought that was very cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Ready?
moving soon,
wow.
so a lot of my stuff's been put away, sadly. But you know, so I don't have a lot of stuff within reach.
Ooh, he still
I have dice.
comfy.
Look, I
And then I have
I have
this.
dice.
Hold on. I have this.
Of course you have dice. Oh.
Oh, I didn't
It's,
show him. I
Cat
didn't show him
boa.
mid game. I didn't show him mid game, Chesh, because I was late into it. But I got these at the last Rin Fair I went to, and they are metal dice, and they are all water textured.
Oh,
So
cool.
they're these really beautiful, and they came in this. Wifey and I, we went to a Rin Fair, and we set money aside for it, and then we're like, I don't want to buy anything. And then we found
Valid.
like dice, and we're like, yeah, I want dice.
Landon, you're the
Yeah,
only
we
one who
want
doesn't have a
dice.
plushie. You need to get a plushie.
I have. Okay.
Everybody get their safety plushies.
Oh no, this isn't my.
Hey,
safety
Red
plushie.
Eye.
This was one just given to me as a gift. There is a more intimate one up there that is not a sexual metaphor. He just means the world to me, baby bunny.
Ah.
You know
stay
where's
mean-
this
there.
one from?
I was,
You know where's
I
this
have my
one from?
Strata.
Yes.
Hemu.
I was making fun of Dapper by clacking my Ceratosaurus skull earlier because I have a
This is-
Ceratosaurus skull.
This is from Timu.
Oh, I was right. I
how is it
win.
not on fire and or giving
This
you
is also
some
from
sort of-
Timu. These both are from Timu.
There's so
Look.
much fire that should be happening right now because it's Timu, or at least they should be melting in your hand.
They're not.
It's scary.
Mm-mm-mm.
I got this.
Red
on
Eye
Valentine's
says-
Day by a girlfriend. It was nice. I kept
Oh.
it because it means a lot more than the actual squishiness of it, which is still
No,
very
that's
sweet.
not.
Aww. Red Eye in the chat says that they've got some of the South Pole in their freezer. That's pretty crazy.
I wonder who
Yeah.
gave it to him. Could it perhaps be some sort of Landon?
I wonder how he got it.
It would be illegal for me to export Antarctic things. By the way, I'm looking for one item because we had a kid here who took a shroom. I have a little stuffed mushroom called shroom.
Oh, okay.
And we
Shroomish
don't have it.
intensifies.
I'll
But
show
I'm
you.
looking for shroom. But it hasn't.
the world.
It probably went to the other part of the house. As being played because it's meant to be. I'll see if I can find something else. I'm going to lamps. I have some of the original lover light lamps. They're
Yeah,
actually-
yeah.
they're
Those are
actually-
awesome. Yeah.
I have so much weird shit in my house.
My
I love
lava
weird
lamp,
shit.
I've plugged it into the bathroom, like right outside. So I only turn it on when I know people are gonna be over. So that way there's like a light in that bathroom because it's kind of dark down that hallway.
It is, but
I
it is,
should
but
probably
isn't
stick it
it
here
dark
on my-
in your mom's basement? Does that
Boonie.
why it's dark?
Yeah.
I should probably like stick
Oh,
it
that's
here
very
somewhere
cute,
so
Maya.
that
I like it.
it's
But let's see if I can find
it's
something else
something
that
here
might
or
be
someone like here. So just like it sticks here.
on a
Convenient.
plushie. It's
Uh,
a,
It's your familiar.
I have so much random weird shit. If you just like randomly like name something, I can probably go get something like close to it. I have so much
Okay,
weird shit.
a shoehorn.
Red Eye
shoehorn.
says that it was
No
very.
one has a shoehorn anymore.
how about
I
an
don't have a-
inflatable globe? How about an inflatable globe?
I have a glass globe.
I have a
Ooh, I
very
do have a-
kick-ass.
Nice.
I've got 2 globes.
I have
there.
I have a glass globe that is filled with whiskey that has a clipper ship in the middle. It's also glass. I have that.
Ooh.
Show.
I'm not gonna.
Show.
I'm not gonna try to. No, I'm not gonna. I have had
That
too much
sounds heavy.
vodka to bring that over here.
Safely.
It's my mom bought it for me. It's a glass globe that keeps whiskey in it, and it has 2 glasses on the side of it that have globes extra on
Damn.
the side of it.
Red Eye says
that's
that it was all they can say is that the fucking Russians were involved. Very drunk Russians.
Very drunk
Oh my god.
Russians.
Okay. Okay.
Very
Okay.
drunk Russians.
I'm drunk, but wifey's not. So wifey brought me the glass globe.
Thank you,
Here's my-
Ooh,
wifey.
that's so cool.
Thank you. Your
wait, wait.
wifey's a
Guys,
champ.
Thank you.
There's a little bit of whiskey
Chesh
left.
did it again. Chesh did it
Yeah,
again.
you did it again, Trash.
Ooh.
That's actually not me. It does that. It does that
I
on
missed
its
it.
own. What about how
missed it.
you?
What?
That was 30
Yeah.
seconds.
Bring it back.
Right? Yeah.
This
uh-huh,
is stupid.
But Your wifey's a champ. Tell her that she's a champ.
My
and
wifey
thank
is
you.
a champ. Wifey, Mania says you're a champ.
She's also
whiskey
he
thing?
She
stuff,
better
so
respond with,
maybe
"I
we don't
know."
bring it.
So she did. So my whiskey glass. You guys have all seen me on multiple channels drinking out of this whiskey glass. The
This is so
bottom
long.
the bottom inch is solid glass, and it has the Crown Royal crown with sitting on the velvet pillow, etched in the little bubbles. So I have a 3D Crown
Classic.
Royal crown
Yeah.
on it. I freaking love these. I have had these since I was like, what, 18? I worked at a grocery store in Prather, California, so Marval. It's a shitty little grocery store in a shitty little town that is literally one parking lot. And it was so shitty little at the time that like they would send us the seasonal like packaging for their things like, oh, here's Crown Royal, and it comes with 2 glasses. We didn't have shelf space for that. So we would open it up, take the bottle out, sell the bottle, and the glasses would go in the garbage. So I'm like, hell no, those aren't going in the garbage. So I grabbed 2 sets of these. So I have 4 of these glasses. They're like $60 a piece now to buy these because they're collector items. Nobody can have my Crown Royal glasses. These are mine.
All right. If we're just talking about things that we have random, the reason I'm hooking on to this for dear life is this is Baby Bunny, and I have loved him since the
Aw.
age of 4. He
What?
has been with me on 3 continents. We almost missed a flight. There is very little of his original stuffing left. But as I've told my ma that
You
even
fed
if I
him
never
well.
get my if I were to die tomorrow, cremation or burial, he's coming with me. I have to.
Aw.
It has to
Nice.
happen.
I have one
That's
of
all I
those.
want.
One of those
Oh,
childhood
and
things
now
in
it's
the
on record now.
theater.
My grandma
That's cute.
on
That's
my
cute.
dad's side, Grandma
So
Sanders,
wrecked.
she made custom ceramic dolls, like custom porcelain dolls, and she had a
Mhm.
kiln, and she did. So for all of the grandkids, now it's me and my sister and 3 female cousins. So of all of us, I'm the only boy. So she made custom dolls for everybody. So all of the granddaughters got like these really beautiful porcelain dolls that looked exactly like that were made to look like them. And my grandma did an amazing job. Didn't know what to do for me. So there is a porcelain doll that looks like me as a boy, kind of, but it didn't really work. So I have the Goat Man. I have this beautiful, like American style, like traditional doll, but the head is a goat. I have it. It's in my closet. It's buried. It is creepy, and I
That sounds
love it.
terrifying and amazing. Yeah.
At the same
I'm
time.
not gonna. I won't take it out right now, Chesh, but remind me at some point, and I will get you a picture of it. It is amazing. I have my goat doll.
Hell yeah. The Dapper just sent me I don't know if he didn't film this. There's no way he filmed this. He said he made taquitos, and he sent me, I told him to share, and he sent me like a picture, like a GIF. And I was like this close to being like, you didn't just film that right now, did you? There's no way. He's got like guacamole on the side and shit. Hell yeah.
Wifey just brought me street corn chicken and tortillas.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, if you talk about funny
have
stuff,
milk
I do
cod
have
and
my
chips
I do
before
have my
going live, and
official-
I have a whole thing of Bombay
Nice hat.
mix.
for fuzzy stuff. I have my official sorry trademark Canada. It says sorry trademark Canada on the.
I like it.
I have an urge to create an entire entertainment industry based off your talent, but mock you every time I can get it. Sorry, I was thinking of Hollywood for 5 seconds. I don't know why.
Oh, weird.
Weird.
This is good.
Well, I think that's a decent time to wrap it up. We talked about a lot of shit today.
Yes.
How you guys
I'm
feeling?
always down. I am always down to talk about random shit. I love talking random shit.
That's what this show is
Right?
for.
More
Once
random.
a month, the second Saturday of the month, the Rum and Coke night, man. It's nice to have this
Well, if-
back. It just
If
feels
you
so much
guys
less
need more
stressful.
than that, find me on Discord and just hit me up. I am always down for random ass weird talks.
Yeah, and check out For Cozy Cat Games, and check out Low Energy Videos, and check out Our Favorite Universe.
Well,
And
yes,
for-
and
More Cozy Cat Games will be live tomorrow at 6:00 p.m. 6 p.m. East Pacific Standard Time is when the game starts. We go live at 5:30 and we have a 30-minute bullshit session. Tomorrow they are going to a roller derby. So tomorrow will be the Cyberpunk roller derby session.
Ooh.
I like it.
Oh. There's aggressive lesbians beating the living shit out of each other like a proper roller derby.
I will add that in just for you.
Thank you, because
But now you better show up to go watch, because if you don't, you're gonna be in trouble.
Oh shit,
So-
you're right. I bound myself.
So I think probably the winners of the 29th International Office Skater Sequel contest will be announced probably in about 2 to 3 weeks. We've pretty much selected the submissions that are going to be winning, and now I got to turn it into an actual show and presentation. But working on that. There's some amazing code that we'll be able to share with you that I think you'll just enjoy seeing because it's gonna be fun. Yay.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Manya's going to be covering some more philosophy paper. And we'll be back soon. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Everybody say do it at the same time.
Bye.
20
Hey, baby.
bottles of booze.
1 bottle of booze.
Yay!